Hi everyone, so in this video I want to go over the very basics of esoteric knowledge. Okay, so with esoteric knowledge, we can start with numbers. Okay, numerology may have something to do with this, but there are some very important numbers in esoteric knowledge. Those numbers are 3, 4, 7, and 12. Okay, now I'm going to go through these numbers. I'm going to show you their presence in human life. Alright, so we start with number 3. There are 3 sections of the body, right? There's the head, the torso, and the limbs. And they all have different functions, of course. But that's probably the easiest number 3 to find. Now there's also 3 faculties of the soul. These 3 faculties of the soul are thinking, feeling, and willing. Now, of course, thinking belongs to the head, right? Feeling belongs to the torso. Your heart is in your torso. Willing belongs to your limbs. Your limbs are what do things. They will. You use your limbs to do things, which is willing. Okay? There's also the threefold Godhead: Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Okay? That's an obvious one. And then esoterically, there are 3 great demons. Lucifer is the first one. Now, Lucifer is responsible for the religious nutheads out there. Okay? Responsible for religious people who think that there's such thing as predestination. There's no such thing as predestination. There's freedom. People have freedom. You live with freedom. Predestination doesn't allow for freedom. Okay, so Lucifer is responsible for, religious nutheads go around saying gay people are going to hell. Blah, 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 blah. These religious people who they don't know what they're talking about. They think they do. They love to just study the Bible and accuse other people of sin. Lucifer is responsible for those people. People who mess up religion. and make it a big shit fest. Okay, the second great demon is Ahriman. Ahriman is responsible for atheism. Rudolf Steiner, the great esoteric teacher of the 20th century, says that atheism is a spiritual disease. And I know what he means. It's a disease. Atheists are really crippled. They cannot see God no matter what they do. They cannot see God. Ahriman is responsible for atheists. He's responsible for hardening things, making things hard and crusty. And that's atheism. Atheism is materialistic. It's all about the material. It's about the material universe. Everything is material. Consciousness comes from the material. It comes from your brain. Atheism is crusty and hard. That's Ahriman. Okay? Now the third great demon is Sorat, and he's the worst demon of all. He makes people lazy and not want to do anything. He makes them suicidal. He makes people commit really, really heinous crimes. Just all the sickening stuff, all the really sickening crimes that you hear about. Sora is responsible for that. Now, we'll move on to number 4. Okay? So the number 4, we obviously have the 4 seasons of the year. It's a big one. We have 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Now, traditionally, we say that there's earth, air, and water. We say gas, liquid, solid. But fire, according to the esotericists, is also an element. It's also grouped together with earth, water, and air, solid, liquid, and gas. And that's how it's always been for the ancients, the ancient peoples who are smart. They're not dumb. They've always categorized things, elements, according to earth, air, fire, and water. Now, what else do we have? We have 4 chambers of the heart. 4 chambers. We have 4 particles that are responsible for life, right? We have nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, and hydrogen. Nitrogen corresponds to fire. Oxygen corresponds to air. Hydrogen corresponds to water. and carbon corresponds to Earth. Next, we have the fourfold human being. Now, the human being is actually sevenfold, but there's a fourfold human being, which is the bottom four of those seven. And we're most used to those bottom four. So the very bottom is the physical body. Your meat and your bones. Okay? The physical aspect of you. The hard, crusty aspect. That's the physical body. There's no spirit, there's no life in it. The second of the four is life. Is what's called the etheric body. The etheric body contains your life. It's your glands. Your glands, squirting stuff around inside your body. Whatever makes you alive. It takes the physical. The etheric takes the physical. And it moves it around. Makes it do things. The etheric is the body of life. It's like a plant. A plant has life. A plant has an etheric body. Okay, it has a physical body and it has an etheric body. Now, next we have the astral body. And the astral body is like the sentient body. So it's what we have in common with the animals. Animals can see and touch and hear. They can sense things. And we humans, we can sense things because of our astral body. So that's our third body. It's the astral body. It's our sentience. Ability to sense things. Now, last we have the I. The I. When you say the word I, what are you referring to? You're referring to yourself, right? So the fourth being of man is the I am. It's the I. Some people call it the ego, but Rudolf Steiner said that ego is not the best word. It's not the best word for it. The best word is the I. The I. The letter I, not the eyeball. This is the spirit that enters the other three bodies, the physical, the etheric, and the astral body. Well, the spirit that enters them is the I. It's you. It's you as a spiritual being. Okay? You're not just a sack of meat, which is what the atheists think you are. You're just a sack of meat, and somehow consciousness arises through your sack of meat. No. You have a spirit. It's the I am in you. And it has entered your body. Now, the next number I'm sorry. I got the hiccups. Next number is 7. And now we have the 7 colors of the rainbow, right? Okay. We have the 7 visible planets. Now, in esoteric cosmology, the sun is considered to be a planet. So, we have the sun, you have the moon, you have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. The 7 visible planets that you can see with your eyes when you look at the sky. The other planets, Neptune and Uranus, they're too far to see with the naked eye. And so the ancient people, they saw the 7 planets with their eyes. And they came up with some very special meanings behind these planets, which you can study if you study astrology. It's a very ancient science. Yes, it is a science. It is not delusional flubbub. Now, what else do we have? We have 7 notes of the musical scale. So, if you look at the piano, right, there are 7 white keys. And then there's 5 black keys. The 7 white keys, when you play them, they make a harmonious kind of cadence. And so these 7 notes are part of the group of number 7. Now they're also the 7 great wise men. They were called the holy rishis. And they lived probably 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 years ago. Not sure. Very long time ago. In the Himalayas. in the Himalayan mountains. And the holy rishis, these 7 great wise men, were responsible for the creation of the Vedas and the Vedantas, all of the ancient Indian culture, the ancient Indian religion. It's responsible, the holy rishis were responsible for that. 7 of them. 7 great wise men. Now, there's also the 7 chakras from Indian wisdom. We have the 7 chakras. Yeah, so you could study about the 7 chakras online, of course. But you have 7 points on your body that these chakras emanate from. Now, we also, of course, we have 7 days of the week. 7 days of the week. And we have a 7-fold human being. So, there's the 4. I already talked about the 4-fold human being. That's the bottom 4 of the 7. The 7-fold human being has 3 beings, or whatever you call them, above the 4. And the first of these 3, so you have the I am. That's the highest of the 4, right? The I am. Right above the I am is a sentient soul. The sentient soul is a transformation of your sentient body, of your astral body, the body that senses things like animals do. The sentient soul is a transformation of your senses. So when you sense things, you have to learn to control your senses, to control what you like and what you don't like. You have to control that. So if you like beer, well, you're going to have to learn to control that affinity for beer. You can't just be a slave to beer, you see. You got to be able to control it. Same thing with anything else. Porn. Coffee. You need to be able to control. You need to control the world of your senses. You sense that you like beer. You sense that you like coffee. Right? I remember being addicted to porn in my late 20s, but I quit. I just dropped it. Haven't looked at porn since. It's nowhere on my mind. But if I were to look at porn, it would not sway me in any direction. It wouldn't cause me to become addicted again. It wouldn't. Porn has no control over me anymore. So this is an expression of my sentient soul. Now next we have I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, but it has to do with the etheric, with a transformation of your etheric body. So your life body. And one thing that this has to do with is your habits, transforming your habits. So if you have a habit, being able to transform that habit is transforming your etheric body, your life body. Sorry guys. Yeah, hi Dad. Hi, I'm in the middle of making a video right now. Can I call you back later? Alright. Yeah, I will. Okay. Bye. Sorry guys. He was just gonna keep calling me. Alright, so your habits. Now one of the things that you can really pay attention to with your habits is speech. You have habits of speech, right? Dude, like I gotta like I went to the bar last night and like, dude, man, there was like, dude, there was this hot chick and dude, she was so hot. You know, if you say dude all the time, or if you say like, blah 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 blah, like. If you can transform those habits, you're transforming your etheric body. And last, we have the highest member of the human being. And the highest member is called Atman. It's when you could say, you transform your physical body. What does that mean? Now, in higher esoteric knowledge, in the future, our bodies will become different. They will change. Physically, our bodies will change. But as for now, the Atman is about becoming a person who controls their body. So your mind has complete control over your body, your physical body. That is Atman. Now, we shall move on to the number 12. Okay. So there are 12 notes of the musical scale, right? There are those first 7, those 7 white keys, but then there's the 5 black keys. So it's 12. 12 notes of the musical scale. There are 12 zodiac signs, right? Again, the zodiac is not fake. It's not delusional. It's not just something made up by some man. The zodiac was made by God. And it's very real. We have 12 zodiac signs. We have the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. 12 apostles. Okay? We have 12 months of the year. We have 12 hours of the day. And we have 12 cell salts. Cell salts are these salts that your body needs for life functions. There are 12 cell salts. Okay. So, you can see that the world of numbers is very important. In esoteric science, you study numbers, you can find correspondences between things. Alright, well, that's it for today's lesson. Thanks for listening. Okay. Bye for now.